friends, fans. I hope I've got some fans. You wouldn't be subscribed to my channel if you weren't. Hi guys, it's me, your favourite homegirl, Nikki, and this is SoNicky Podcast. I hope you're feeling loved. Oh God, I can't speak. That buzzball is hitting already. I hope you're feeling loved. I hope you're feeling blessed. And thank you for tuning in to another episode. If you are not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, SoNicky. Follow me on Instagram, SoNicky Podcast. Also follow me on TikTok, SoNicky. So we're just gonna cut straight to the chase. I have a very, very special guest. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know now. I've got a bit of like a wrestling community. I've made friends. Guys, I've got wrestling mates, okay? And I think maybe a couple of episodes ago, when I had Chris the Capo on, we briefly talked about wrestling, but then usually I go on another platform to do that. But today I wanted to bring it home with somebody very special. Guys, if you haven't seen this guy, who do you think he looked like? I couldn't help it.
Of course, no one can.
But listen, other than looking like a very famous wrestler, he has a lot to him. He is a great sportsman. Do you like the term gymfluencer? I feel like that's new. I don't know. New. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm more of a wrestler now.
You are more of a wrestler. He's a wrestler. He loves the gym. You've got some classes coming up soon, haven't you? We'll talk about that. But I think by the time this comes out, you might have done it. But we'll talk about it anyway. Yeah. Okay? So guys, I need you, wherever you are, put your cups down, put your forks down, put your phones down. If you're watching me on your phone, hey, or listening, I have the amazing Brendan Cobbina. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Right, sorry, I'm so hot. Yeah. It's really hot in here, isn't it? Right. All right, guys, if we are melting, guys, it's like 30 degrees outside. It's not, but it's just very humid in here. So if like, yeah, I just start melting, my pixie starts falling, this is just what we're going to have to deal with today. Anyway, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. And how are you?
Good. Other than being hot, I'm fine. I'm fine. How is life? How is Men's Mental Health Month?
Yes.
Yeah? So how is your emotional well-being? I want to make an effort to actually ask more people that. How is your emotional well-being on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say it's a solid 9. I always like to keep myself in check with my mental well-being. I like to believe that now that I have a platform, it's very easy to ignore that just to get into work. But I always make sure that I do my work and I check my mental health and it's good. And I always like to keep positive thoughts. So I'm doing good.
That's really nice. That's really nice because I'm the type of person, I feel like I have to remind myself constantly. Like, I like the most smallest of things. And do you know what's annoying? Is like when you know something small is annoying you. I know it's something small, but I'm getting annoyed at acknowledging that it's something small. 100%. So it will take me a while to like, even if it's just something through my day, it takes me a while to just regroup and just register that, okay, Nick, it's not that serious. Yeah. And by the time like I've done my full 9 to 5 and I'm driving home and I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad.
But then my whole day and the energy from the day has been
spent on that, yeah.
Exactly.
100%. I'm with you on that.
Exactly. Let's talk about wrestling because really and truly it's a combo I love having. But then for years, I literally have had nobody to talk about it with. Yeah. Whether it's my friends, even guys that I've dated, nobody gets it.
Nobody gets it. Like
nobody gets it. So it wasn't until I started doing Kick Out podcast and I was just a bit more... I was a bit more open about my interest because when I mentioned that I watched WWE, people are like, why do you even still watch that? Like,
you always get questions straight away.
Exactly.
You're a grown woman, you're a grown man. Why just...
So I can't watch TV again. I can't watch TV again.
Ever.
Like, and here's the thing, I've loved WWE since I was about 7 or 8. And it was one of my cousins that got me into it. He's left the game and he's left me here.
Always happens.
Right. So for you, how did your love of wrestling come about?
I've got 2 older brothers, so I'm the youngest in my family.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the youngest in my family. Okay. And I, as a kid, would just watch what they watched. And what they always watched was wrestling. And I just vividly remember as, you know, being like a 5-year-old kid around 2003, watching Stone Cold Steve Austin, watching The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And then I remember vividly, because back in the day, if you had Sky Sports, you had money. You had money. That was the thing. And we had money, but we didn't want to put money into Sky Sports. So we had to watch things like, you know, WWE Experience every...
Is it on Sky One?
On Sky One. WWE Experience, I think on a Sunday at like 10 a.m. or something, right? To like, you know, see the whole week of WWE. But outside of that, it was TNA. Because that was on free TV. That was on Channel 4, Channel 5, I remember. And I used to watch
Channel 5, yeah.
Channel 5. I used to watch that religiously. So WWE, like around 2003, then TNA around 2005, 6, just got me into wrestling. I've been a fan since.
You see that, it just speaks to my soul because I'm also thinking about like my early like wrestling memories, and it's similar to yours. I think I told the story on one of the shows where and by the way, I recently confessed to my mum. When I say recently, I mean like within the last month, confessed to my mum. And I was like, Mum, you see when the Sky Bill was like £80? She was like, yeah. Like I was watching Box Office. You know when they used to have the PLEs? PLEs, yeah. The guys, PLEs in wrestling stands for Premium Live Event. Back in the day, it was pay-per-view because you literally had to order it like either call or if you're a noughties or 90s baby on Sky Box Office, you'd have to go on them channels which used to start with a 7 in it on Sky, and you had to press select and enter the pin. My mum changed the pin, but she didn't know I knew how to crack the code. And I confessed all of this to my mum recently. And she actually told me to run her money back.
Fair enough.
I said no. But I was like, listen, this was like, what, 20-something years ago? Like, it's all right. You're all right. Yeah, you know, you're good. You're tough. You're all right. You know? So I'm really happy to hear you say that because, you see, for me, I think this is my loyalty. I had such a loyalty to WWF at the time when they changed to WWE. I had such a loyalty to them, like, these are the originals. No one can compete with the originals. So when I used to see TNA, Confession, I used to be like, why are you copying?
Yeah, why
are you doing that?
Yep.
And then because it was so accessible, I'm like, no, you lot are copying because I know like that you have to pay for WWE. But then I think over time, I've got used to it. I'm still more of a WWE girl, to be very honest with you.
Me too.
But yeah, so that's it. Like, growing up with like 2 older brothers, did you guys used to imitate wrestling?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. There's a reason why I wrestle today is because it's mainly because of that. Like, they used to throw me around, chuck me around. Yeah. I used to get, I used to get power bombed, I used to get choke slammed, I used to get frog splashed. But anyway, I was the youngest. I used to get frog splashed. My eldest brother is 8 years older than me, all right?
Wow.
And his big, heavy ass used to slam me. I'm just like, all right, cool, man.
Seriously?
Yes, man.
Oh my God.
It was great. Made me tough, but come on. When they said don't try this at home, we didn't listen.
We did. We're just like, listen, we won't get hurt, man. It's all right. It's all right. So are they into wrestling just like you? Yeah,
so I want to say they're a bit into it. They're into it a bit less. My middle brother checked out of it completely, but I think because of what I have, the following I have the socials, and because I'm so into wrestling, they kind of like tune into it a bit, or you know, something happens on Twitter, something big happens on Twitter, they'll share in our group chat. So they're not really watching it week in, week out, but they at least appreciate it.
I mean more like actively, because you actually do it.
So, they don't do it at all.
Oh, they don't do it at all?
No. It's impossible.
So imagine, what did they think that about you doing it?
They love it.
Is it?
They absolutely love it.
Oh my God.
Absolutely love it. Everyone they're like, finally. Because my middle brother was like, you have this body, you're a big guy. Yeah. Why'd you have it for nothing?
Yeah.
Just have a go with it. Do some UFC, do some wrestling. And I just said, I'll just do some wrestling then. So here I am. I've got to use this for something because going to the gym is fun, looking good is fun, but it's like, at least use the effort you're putting into the gym into something that you enjoy. So
socials. What is your relationship with the gym like?
I think today is very healthy, I have to say. I feel like it was actually quite unhealthy, not when I just started, but I want to say maybe a year into starting, because when I first started, I was fresh from so a bit of background to me is that I was a tennis academy player. It's a fun fact. People don't know about this.
Yeah, that's not on your Instagram.
Nope, I don't mention it at all.
Right, okay.
So I used to be in a tennis academy, and then I moved from that into just going to the gym because I wanted to improve my endurance, but just sacked it off anyways, right? So when I first started the gym, I first started officially in December 2016. I started very, very well in terms of like, ate food at home. Me, come from a Ghanaian background, there's always chicken and rice, like, like jollof rice or whatever. Always like carb meat. And I ate that, and I ate until I ate enough until I felt satisfied, right? And I was growing muscles, I was looking really good. But then I kind of got into the whole unhealthy side around bodybuilding and like, having to bulk up and get really strong and so on and so forth. So because of that, it was a thing where I started developing an unhealthy habit. Okay. Where it was about, I'm too small now. I'm not big enough.
Right.
So I'm gonna start bulking up and eating all these foods, force feeding myself all the time, blah 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 blah, and I just didn't feel good. So
yeah,
I
it
bulked
doesn't
up.
sound nice.
It doesn't. It's not nice. I bulked up. I got strong, but I gained a lot of fat that I didn't need to gain, and I had to. I got up to a point where I got up to around 110, 12 kilograms.
Wow.
And that was just like...
From just bulking,
just
like...
bulky, yeah. I went from... I think I started... When I went from... When I was at a good stage, I was 88 kilograms. Got to 160, got to 110, 112. Had to spend a whole year losing.
In the space of how long?
That would have been in a year.
Wow.
It was ballooned up.
Oh, God, okay.
I was so unfit, I was so unhealthy, but I was getting stronger.
Yeah.
So it's because the gym, the fitness world, I should say, the fitness world back then was very, you got to get big, you got to get strong, all these influencers who were on steroids, but clearly weren't on steroids. You got to eat big to get big, got to lift more, so on and so forth. So you copy that mindset, and I just ate whatever. I used to eat everything under the sun, literally.
Oh my God.
And I got to that stage, and I realized that, actually no, I was telling a lie, it wasn't even 2018 I stopped. It was, because I stopped a little bit in 2018, like a few months, because I was like, oh no. But I'll get to the point where I'll bulk up, and then I'd cut, but I'll do it half-assed. So because of that, I just didn't really look good in general.
Okay.
So then it got to the point where I bulked up again, then still was at around like 110, 112. Then I was like, okay, now I just got to lose this. So I lost it. So from May 2019 to February 2020, I went from 110 to like 82. And
that is crazy work, because it takes people a lot longer to achieve that. So you see, Feb 2020, very interesting date, because lockdown happened.
A month later.
Yeah, it was the end of Feb, beginning of March, right?
Yeah.
No, I remember the beginning of March because I did my last hosting job then.
Yeah.
And then literally a couple days later, I remember it was March 6th because it was Ghana independence.
Yes.
So, and a couple of days later, the world is shut.
Yeah.
So how did you cope with trying to maintain this during lockdown? Because a lot of people use that to lose weight, and a lot of people, like me, gained.
I was very privileged because at this time I was doing my master's degree.
Okay.
I went straight from undergrad to master's degree, right? And so my German master's degree, I was in Nottingham. I moved to Nottingham, and I was there for like 3 years. And I remember during that time, I had a really big living room, like a really big living room. When the pandemic came, I said, I had 2 10 kg dumbbells and did everything I could possibly do to like just lift weights, right? But it was just getting boring. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I just built a home gym. Essentially, I just got all the physical I could find, went on Gumtree, found anyone. Gumtree. I found anyone who can just give me these weights for a decent price. So I did that, built my home gym, and I stayed in shape. In fact, I gained some muscle in that time.
Okay.
I was very lucky because of the fact that I had a living room with a lot of space that I can have my own barbell, my own bench, and a few dumbbells around that kind of made it like a gym, actually. And I had my little like machine bike on the corner because it's tiny though. So
you really have like this is pure determination. I mean, look at you now. You look great now. Like that is pure determination, because people like me during lockdown, I was making pancakes every day.
Real.
Drinking wine every day.
Real. I drank a lot of wine in the pandemic.
Yeah, wine, just some Hennessy. Those of you that have me on Snapchat, you know. And yeah, I don't think I've fallen to good habits since then. But anyway, that's a lot of determination. That then brings me to, by the way, when you said Gumtree, there's a story I want to tell, guys. I probably might put it on my TikTok, or I might tell it later, but you just triggered off an old memory. But anyway, so that brings me to now. So obviously we're in June. Summer bodies has been such a big topic of discussion. Well, it always is this time of the year, right? And I was even listening to a podcast earlier on today where the 2 ladies were talking about summer bodies. for you, somebody who has the determination and you're clearly very motivated, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think it really takes to build a summer body?
What stage are you at? Okay, let's just say you're a general person. You're someone who goes to the gym like every now and then. You're pretty much in shape, but you're a bit chubby, to say the least. I say chubby in inverted commas. To build a summer body, I always say that summer bodies are built in winter. A lot of people do this thing where they actually make the mistake and they enjoy winter too much. In a sense where they love because you're cold, so you wanna be want to have more fat so you can stay warmer because it's cold. This is the issue though. I like to say my deadline to stopping the whole being comfortable in winter for me is January, but like I want to say like towards the end of January you want to start aiming for your summer body, because what some people do, the mistake they do is that it gets to like around, they enjoy December, they enjoy January, right? Even though they have their New Year's resolutions, they don't take it seriously. February comes along, and for some reason, people always forget about February, the month.
Yeah.
Then March is here. When March is here, people are like, oh, okay, now the whole,
the weather's changing.
June's in 3 months.
Yeah.
June's in 3 months, the weather's changing. This is before it even daylight time hits, before the time goes forward. Forget about that part. When it's March, people are like, okay, June's in 3 months. Okay, I gotta get this body ready because I've got a holiday in Marbella at the end of the month, at the end of June or sometime in July. So they start making the preparations into getting summer body, but they don't take it seriously.
Right.
They don't take it seriously.
Right.
So it comes to a point where March passes, and let's say they lost maybe 1 kg or so. This is a very stereotypical thing, right? Then April comes, and then they're still similar to how they were in March, but they're like, oh, okay, cool, I got to lose some weight, let me try to lose some weight, so on and so forth, right? So then April finishes, before you know it, you're in May. Because at this time, it's no longer winter, you're in spring. Okay?
The sun's peeking out more and more. Yeah.
It gets dark around 7-ish rather than 5.
Yeah.
So it comes to a point where May's here, and they're like, I've got a month left and I'm not ready. So then they spend all of May panicking.
Can I just tell you, you're really describing my life. I promise you, this is my life.
Because I know this.
Yeah.
I know this so well because I know so many people like that.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous how common it is. Because not much. May comes, you're like, oh, summer's next month, but you don't think it's real. You don't think summer's next month. Even though you know June's there, you don't think June is next month.
I call that the tomorrow people because I'm a tomorrow person. I'm like, listen, all right, cool. Like, it's 5 o'clock.
I'll worry about it tomorrow.
I'm going to do it tomorrow. I will do other things that I do find important. But maybe what should be at the top of the list, I'm like, yeah, tomorrow. And I've said that is not in my vocab anymore. I can't afford to waste time.
Do it now.
You have to do it now. That's why I told you, like, even with my busted foot, I still went to my Pilates class on Monday.
And that's the thing, it's good that you did that because you just have to do it. For me, I always say, so to answer, I know I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but to answer your question, I really think it should take someone who wants to live a decent life of like a bit of free like drinks here and there, 4 to 5 months to build a summer body. Okay. If they're serious about it. In a sense
with strong discipline.
With good discipline where you're on it during the weekdays.
Okay.
On the weekend, on the Saturday, you might have a few drinks. And then recover on Sunday and repeat. If you do that from, let's say, because let's be real, no one's going to really, you're not going to do it in December because Christmas is coming. You're not really going to do it in the first week of January. That's not going to happen.
No one's bothered.
The second week, you might think about it, you won't really consider it. The end of January, you have to start. The end of January, you have to start getting into your, okay, I need to make my summer body happen because too many people leave it coming to March, April. And when it gets to March, April, you rush it. Do you want to know how I know this as well? Because it happened to other people. It happened to me. Twice.
That's 2 years in a row.
2 times.
Yeah.
On 2 occasions. It happened to me in 2018. It happened to me in 2022. But in 2022, I'm really like big, bulk, I'm strong, I'm really in shape. Yeah. But I just didn't take it too seriously.
Right.
So it's only really been for the past, so 2021, yes, 2022 ignoring that, but for the past 2 years since 2023, I've been in top shape.
Okay.
Because I got rid of those whole, like, those things about...
That's really good.
Yeah, so it's actually quite a recent thing that I've been doing this for 8 years. Is in the past 2 years I've been in the sense where I'm big, but I'm lean as well. That's helped me. So I always say to people, please, if you want to have your summer bodies, don't leave it to spring. Don't let spring come and then you start. You have to start in winter. You have to make it happen in winter.
Okay.
If you make it happen in winter, when it comes to April and you're already there, you can take your time.
We have heard you.
You see what I mean?
We have heard you.
There you go, people.
I have heard.
I'm glad.
That brings me to my next question. Do you ever, like, have friends, right, that always say, listen, I'm going to come gym, I want you to help me, blah, blah, but they never do?
Oh, yeah, always. Always. For me, I'm so used to my friends saying, let's get a workout together, let's do this, let's do that, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do it then. Do they come?
No.
I come to the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the gym. Oh, this happened, my cat's ill.
Okay, stop. Not the cat.
Not the cat. Not the cat. Or this has happened. I'm like, of course. Of course. So it's always a thing where people aren't really serious, but I always tell people when they say to come to the gym with me, right, it's a one-off. Because my sessions are very harsh.
Really?
Very harsh. Very harsh, actually.
Can we start talking about your classes now? Because I know you're going to have, so is it like a workout class? Yeah. Please describe to me what that's going to be like. Because I do get the feeling, when's the date? Because I've seen the link in your stories, but I don't know when it is.
So the thing is, I just do online coaching in general.
Okay.
I do online coaching in general. But I actually have done my workout classes in the summer, in the previous summers. And when I used to do that, right, it was only like 30 minutes, but I'll just get everyone to start running on the spot.
Listen, for someone like me, 30 minutes is crucial.
It's great. Right?
Like, it's crucial.
It's great. I used to make people do burpees, star jumps as a warm-up.
Okay.
And then I get to...
I'm going to talk about your classes in a second, but let me tell you something about burpees, yeah?
Burpees are horrible.
Burpees?
I'm not a fan.
I haven't done a burpee, I want to say, since maybe 2018, 2019. That's a long time.
Long time.
We're going back, that's like, what, 6 or 7 years now, right?
Yep.
There's no exercise that I hate more than a burpee.
Yeah. It's so fatiguing.
And there's somebody that's a very busty girl, yeah? I almost had a dive accident once in the gym.
Yep.
And that gave me PTSD, so I'm not doing it again.
That's fair.
Burpees are like the worst exercise. What is like the one thing you don't like to do?
Burpees.
Burpees.
I don't like them. I can't stand them.
I do not want to do a burpee. Like, I've got like my gym app, and what's even making me more motivated about going to the gym now is because on the gym app, there's a gym I used to go to. And they now have exercises, like a full workout. Like, you just pick your intensity and it helps you. Because, to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing before in the gym. I really just used to copy people and just improvise. But somehow it worked a little bit, you know. And then when I see burpees, I promise you I'm skipping it.
Yeah.
Or I will do something else twice to replace the burpees. I do not like it.
Yeah. That's entirely fair. I mean, every time I used to do I used to instruct burpees, people would cry about it and be like, why are you making me do that?
No, it's the worst.
No, I'm a bit different now. I'm more like a bodybuilder wrestler, so I focus on those type of workouts. So if my homegirls want to say, oh, let's have a workout, I'm like, okay, we can do it. Let's do, like, what do you want to do? And they're like, let's do some legs. I'm like, we can do legs, but it'll be harsh. And they think, oh, because you're a guy, you probably don't train legs that much. And obviously, it's before they see my legs in general. Yeah. And then I do a leg workout, and they're like, it's horrible. Like, yeah, because it's a leg workout.
You know, women, I think that's something we're quite critical of when like we're looking at men that do work out. And, you know, there's always that thing. I think it's a social media thing where people are like, oh, men forget to train. A lot of men forget to train their legs and they're too big at the top or stuff like that. Like, what is an intense leg workout?
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to... Okay, intense leg workout. I always go for, let's say, I'll start with a hat squat, or let's say normal barbell squat, right?
Okay.
I'll do like 3 sets of like 8 reps, but they're like really heavy.
Okay.
Really heavy.
Yeah.
Go straight into leg extensions. After leg extensions, I'll go straight into hip abductor, another one for your inner thighs.
Yeah.
That machine where you close your legs in.
Yeah.
After that, I'll then go into a Romanian deadlift where you hip your hinge, push your bum back. Oh. After that, I'll then do leg curls. After that, I then do maybe a Nordic curl. After that,
is all this one session?
Yes.
Or
if I scratch the Nordic curls, I'll then do a hip thrust. After the hip thrust, I'll do calves, and then I'm done. And people are like, "Oh, that's your leg workout." I'm like, "Yes, I take that stuff very seriously. What's also really funny as well, right? Is that you're talking about how girls are always judgmental, like they like to look at guys' legs, right?
Yes.
Every time I've been moved to by a girl in the gym, right? Has been
This happens.
Yeah.
We'll come to that.
We'll
Go
come
on.
to
We'll come to that.
Every time I've, like, how can I say, been moved to, or girls just being like, a new girls just approach me like, chatting me up and what's not, right? 'Cause I can tell chatting up not really nice, which is it's normal. It's when I'm training legs. My legs are out on show.
Okay.
I'm training them and I'm taking it seriously.
Okay.
And I think it's because women generally take a man who trains his legs seriously. Seriously. Because if a guy trains his legs, they're like, oh, he's not just an upper body guy who cares about his chest and so on and so forth. Like, I care about training my legs because my legs completes a package. And it helps with the whole performance in the ring as well.
I'm going to clip that. My legs complete the package
They do.
because maybe there's some men out there that need to know.
They need to.
Since clearly we're critiquing all of them and their workouts now, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
So maybe, listen, they need to know that the legs complete the package.
They do indeed.
Like it. By the way, I've never done that outside of my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. That deserves a...
That deserves, I'll take it.
Okay. So before we move on to the women in the gym, because I did say this a few moments ago, so if we just talk about quickly your classes, let people know how often you do them and how to sign up if they want to.
So I'm actually, so I don't do classes anymore. I'm an online coach.
Yeah.
Now. So I just essentially, because I'm a influencer, I'm always traveling. And I like to train people for a living. So I just say to people, I have a link. You can sign up through Google Forms, give me your name, your email address, and then there's a bunch of questions like a parquet basically, because you've got to fill out a parquet before you can train with a personal trainer.
Okay.
Just a bunch of health questions like how you are, any injuries, any issues, doctor says yes or no. And yeah, you put in the information, you let me know more about you, like what your goals are, and I make a personalised plan for you.
Okay.
How it goes. And I've got a couple of clients right now, more than a couple of clients right now. And
Okay.
just go along my day. That's what gets me going.
You heard it first. You heard it first. So you say me, I'm so eager for the juice of this, right? So women coming up to you in the gym, because I usually hear, because I listen to a ton of podcasts, because that's just my thing. I listen to so many podcasts, but I do listen to a lot of male-led podcasts. As much as people like to go with this narrative that like women shouldn't listen to male-led podcasts, or male-led podcasts are, what's the word? Problematic or toxic, whatever. Yeah. I can't lie. I've always said, I think that's just a lie that a lot of women like to put on the internet. And I said it with my whole chest. Yeah? Sure. Come for me if you want. I said what I said. I listen to a lot of male-led podcasts, right? And they always talk about how they find approaching women in the gym, right? And how even when they want to, a lot of them have talked about the fact that they just do. Like, if they do want to go and talk to a woman in the gym because she looks good, whatever it is, they will. But then a lot of them are like, oh no, because you don't want to look a type of way, especially posting stuff on social media. A lot of women will be like, oh yeah, and this guy in the back there that was watching me came and spoke to me, and it doesn't present it in a good way. But then first of all, does it happen often?
When the guy goes to a woman?
No, for you. Does it happen often where a woman will come up to you in the gym?
Occasionally,
yeah.
It will happen multiple times.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
I don't look for it, but it happens.
Yeah,
It's always very sweet.
It happens.
It's always very nice, because especially if it's in like a new gym as well, I kind of get that.
Okay.
So that happens. But my actual opinion, I always tell my guys, don't move the girls in the gym, and it needs to stop.
Oh, okay.
I tell them off for it.
Tell me why.
Leave her alone.
Okay.
I know she's attractive.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm on your side. Like, she's attractive. She looks good, respectfully, all that sort of stuff. I won't hate on it. Let her do a workout though, because for me, I hate being distracted in my workout. And I know a lot of women hate being distracted in their workout as well. And some, I won't say a lot, because obviously it's not a lot, but there have been occasions where some guys will come to a woman with a condescending tone and try to advise them, and the woman's like, bro, I know what I'm doing.
And this is what I hear most of the time, is like they've gone in with this thing of, your form ain't right when you're squatting and you don't roll your eyes.
Yeah, I've seen that, and for me, it's just such poor game.
Really?
It's poor game. It's like, I know you don't care about a squat, bro. You just want to use it as an excuse to go and check. Because I know for a fact that I've spoken to girls after. If I was to ever speak to a girl, not even moving to, just speaking to her in general, right? I will wait until she's finished her set, say one or two, like say one comment, and that's that. I'll walk off. Like, I've gone to girls and say, that was a really good set, just let you know, and walk off. That's it, because I don't need to. Do you see what I mean? Like, if the conversation is a conversation, if the conversation is conversing, whatever, then I'll let it. But it needs to be as natural as possible. I don't go up and force conversation just because I think she's attractive.
The workout's not an excuse.
You see what I mean? And that's why a lot of people this happens a lot in commercial gyms. It's why people don't really take commercial gyms that seriously, because a lot of people in the commercial gyms don't take their workout seriously. They go in to use it as a club. And I keep saying, stop using the gym as a club. Stop using it as a bar. It's not. You don't go to the gym to pick up girls, bro. You go to the gym to work out. Of course, if you see a girl and you two are vibing off, like, naturally, cool. But you don't have to go over there and then go, like, you know, give her the oogly eyes and then be like, please, like, your form's really bad. Oh, what's your Instagram, by the way? You know what I mean? Like,
so this is what. So now I'm even learning the extras as to what's happening because because you see, for me, like, well, guys, I just started the gym this week, please. So this does not apply to me. But when I've gone to the gym before, I'm just very like
ton of
AirPods in. I'm doing me, and to be honest, I feel like I've got like a natural resting bitch face, as they call it. But then I'm probably just thinking about, oh my God, what am I going to do next? But then I think my face might just be like, right, don't do that. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's ever tried to move to me in the gym before or have wanted to, because I've just never interacted with others in the gym other than when I've gone with my sister. Like, that's pretty much it, really. But then I see this online a lot. So, and this is the first time I'm actually meeting someone that's actually said, yeah, like, when girls try to move to me, I'm like, oh wait, men too? You know, because I just never really hear that.
Yeah, it happens, and it's like, for me, every girl that I can think of that's moved to me, hasn't been many, but the ones you have, they've done it pretty respectfully. It's always a thing where it's like, I finished my set, they will come and talk to me, say something about the set, or that was really cool, like, do you come out often? So it's like, that's normal. This is normal. They don't wait around creeping behind me like, finished. Do you know what I mean? A lot of guys do that. Well, not a lot, but some guys do that. I'm just like, bro, because that's why you'll get those videos of the girls doing the workout. Yeah. Don't get to it, because a good amount of videos the girls are reaching. We both know this, and that's okay. Well, it's not okay, but that happens. The girls, some of the girls are reaching because the guy might like glance and then go away, right? But it is a real thing. It is a very real thing where guys, it's like I'm just like, bro, stop, like, that's alright, like, you're harassing her at that rate. Yeah. Like, chill. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you find her cute, cool. Yeah. If she's busy doing all this sort of stuff, right? Again, there's no need to. I strongly hold the opinion where I just don't believe you have to go to the gym and treat it like a club. You go in. Absolutely. Absolutely not, because especially like where people, for me, where I'm still like, I'm back in my learner phase again. So if I was to experience something like that, it might put me off from going to the gym, because even the silly excuse that I was even making the other day, it wasn't even about my foot that I hurt. So I went to go buy a new gym kit, right? And I actually went to Primark. They are not sponsoring this, okay? So I went to Primark. I said, let me get myself a starter gym kit again. And then when I went in there, like, you know, when you have to buy the top and the bottom separately, and they don't have one size in the top or one size in the bottom. So I was going to get myself something just neutral colours, just black, simple. They didn't have my size in anything. And I was like, okay. But they had like a mint green set and it was really nice. And I was like, well, I'm not going to buy that one, even though I like it, because it's the people that like do the gym videos that wear the bright colours. That was my excuse. And then again, keyword being excuse. Let me just get the damn mint green and let me go. This is what they have. I like it. Let me take it and go. So for someone like me that makes excuses, come on, it was just a gym outfit. Yeah. Like, I'm going to go to the gym probably for like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I don't think anyone actually cares what I'm wearing to the gym. Or what colour. Who cares?
Right? So someone like me, if I feel like that about small things like a gym set, being in that scenario where it's like someone's maybe come and spoken to me a type of way or used an excuse to talk to me, anything can throw me off. I'm that type of person, especially when I feel like maybe a little bit insecure as well. Like, oh my God, I hope I know what I'm doing. I hope that I don't look crazy and that I'm not about to drop these weights on my foot, something like that. You're giving me any excuse not to come back here again. Like, I will change my home gym on my app and go somewhere else. Yeah. I've changed my home gym 4 times, by the way. Anyway, so like, I just think of things like that, right? But then let me get into your business a bit more, because you're talking about women when they come up to you in the gym. So if, like, I don't know your relationship status, but meeting somebody, would you like somebody that is just as motivated as you are in terms of their physique and stuff? Like, do you like a gym babe? Do you like somebody that's, you know, they might be a part-time gym goer? What would you prefer?
It always changes.
Okay.
Like, I like to believe my real type is a fit girl.
Yeah.
A girl who likes the gym, but might like Pilates.
Do you say you like to believe?
I like to believe. Yeah, I don't know. I said that, yeah. I know. I believe. But I know that my real type is a fit girl.
Yeah, okay.
There's always a girl who takes the gym serious, because I take the gym seriously. I feel like it will help me a lot. But at the same time, I've also liked girls that don't really go to the gym. In the sense where, like, it's nice to have that sort of opposites attract sort of thing, where I'm so stressed about the gym and so on and so forth, but then my girl isn't stressed about the gym, and that kind of makes things a bit better. Has made things a bit better in the past in previous relationships. But I think my type, I've always been into fit girls. Okay. Girls who are fit, however they are, I'm pretty open to it in that sense, where you don't have to be a gym rat. I'm a gym rat girl. But if you take your health and fitness seriously, you might go to the gym 2-3 times a week. You might go to Pilates here and there. You might go for rounds here and there. Not fussed. As long as you look good, you're a fit girl. That's really me.
Okay, girls, you heard it. Don't ask me in my DM. And don't leave a comment. You heard what he said. But no, I'm playing. But because it's always good to know, because even for me, like, well, in the past when I have been dating, or when I should say maybe wanted to date, when I meet guys, and I'm gonna be really honest, because of course this is SoNicky podcast. Whatever's on my mind is on my mind, right? Yeah. Like, I've actually shied away from even like engaging with guys that look really fit, because I know I'm not that. And like I said, I don't have, well, I'm hoping to have, I should say, a healthier relationship with the gym. And to be honest, it's not even just about looking good. I'm just thinking about my overall health. Like, I'm getting older, like, I have to really consider that. So that's even why I'm going to the gym. So for me, it wasn't really about summer body. Come on, we're in June. I just started, today's Friday, I started going to the gym on Monday. Like, I'm just considering my overall health, right? So I never wanted to feel like insecure, you know? Like, oh, your man goes to the gym and you're just at home eating rice.
Because people talk.
Like, like, I didn't want to feel like that, because I've met guys where they're like, oh, they're not too fast as long as you take your health seriously. And what does that mean? People take their vitamins every day and may not work out, may not walk, whatever, but then to them, that's taking their health seriously. Somebody might do their 10,000 steps a day. That's part of their health, and they'll come back and eat KENKEY. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, those of you that don't know what KENKEY is, I can't explain right now, but it's good. Okay, it's good. You know, so people's like perception of how they take their health or how they look is very different, and it varies respectfully, right? So for me, I've always been like, one of my attributes that I really like in men, like physical attributes, I like arms. Whether you're toned, you're not toned, I just like biceps.
Is that right?
Okay, now you just...
right there.
I just like biceps, right? Yeah. So even when I see if a guy's got too strong of a bicep, I'm like, oh my God, but he's so fat. And I'm like, he goes to the gym too much, man. And then I will just backpedal and just go about my business, you know? So that's how I see that. But I guess hearing you say it, like, it makes sense, because gym is your life. Like, you do a lot of stuff. You don't just go to the gym. Like, you wrestle, you play sports. Like, I see you doing all the football stuff as well. Like, you're very active. So I'm guessing, like you said, whoever like you're with has to understand it quite literally. Yeah. In terms of being active, right?
Yeah, I want to be with someone, I want to be with someone who understands how important being fit is.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, playing
Yeah.
sports, wrestling is to me, because they don't have to be at my level. I think a lot of girls who, when they hear that a guy wants a fit girl, if he is fit himself, that she has to be on his level. No.
Yeah.
It's more of a, do you take your gym seriously? Yeah. Do you take your health seriously? Yeah. Do you eat well? Yeah. Okay. For a lot of guys, it's like that, especially if you look good as well. Like, most guys don't really care about that sort of stuff. As long as you look good, you make him feel good. Nothing, like, for me, maybe just my friendship group, but the guys that I know are very, I say laissez-faire. They just say, leave it be, let you know, it's okay. It's not deep sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I feel.
Do you know what, let me go back to, because we're all things health at the moment, because I'm actually learning a lot from you, by the way, as we go along. Like, so I'm just really taking in, like, especially things like just how you're so motivated, like, especially with the story you told about when you put on the weight and to become lean. Because I think with guys who present, like, physically the way you do, nobody would actually even know that anyway. No. Do you know what I mean? No one will know it anyway. And I've actually seen this play out with, like, maybe one or two people I know. Maybe one or two people I know. And even things that I even watch online, like people's fitness journeys and stuff. But then I wanted to bring that back to diet, right? Because we mentioned KENKEY. KENKEY is very heavy. Yeah. KENKEY, those of you that don't know, KENKEY is a Ghanaian food. I can't remember exactly what it's made out of. Is it cornmeal or corn maize? Or is that Benku?
No, it's KENKEY.
It's KENKEY. That's corn. It's corn maize.
Very sure.
Right, and it's wrapped in dried sweet corn leaves, I think.
Yeah, leaves. I just say leaves.
It just leaves. Yeah. Do you know what? If there's a description, I will put it in the box on what KENKEY is.
And I'd say, fufu is pound of cassava.
Yeah, like I will do my best to add that. So KENKEY is something I love it so much, but I probably have it twice a year. And I've had it once this year already. So I know I'm almost at my quota. Right? I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those girls. I love Ghanaian food because right at the beginning, you were talking about your relationship with food. You're like, everything is carb and a protein, like carb and a meat, right? My favourite food, rice and stew. You come to my house, one thing that I will have for sure is rice and chicken stew, okay? If not, I love pasta. Love pasta. If it's not pasta, it's jollof. So that's a lot of carbs there. If somebody's starting out their journey, what are some of the big things to consider in your diet?
Okay, it depends where you are. Are you someone who's really overweight? Are you someone who's really underweight? Are you someone who's in the middle, like skinny fat?
Do you know what? Let's take somebody that's classed as overweight. And also, for anyone listening or watching, especially if you live in the UK, I know some people do watch and listen internationally, according to my stats. Thank you very much. In the UK, listen, any little thing you're overweight, your BMI, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say somebody's that has a BMI of 34, you've just touched overweight. So if somebody has just touched that, what do you think would be helpful to their diet?
Well, first thing I'm going to say, BMI, whatever. Good guy, like, it's a guideline. So
yeah, that's true. It is, yeah.
Because according to my BMI, I'm very overweight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But let's say you look at your BMI, you're like relatively overweight. You're overweight, like very clear.
Yeah.
You don't really have any muscle mass. You're just overweight, right? I will always say you have to go in a calorie deficit because you've got to lose the fat, I like to call unnecessary fat that you have. That's just not really making you very healthy. Of course, you want to have a diet that's rich in protein, whether you're eating your chickens, your fish, your eggs, your beef, whatever kind of gets you going. You want to be prioritizing foods that are, so A, prioritize foods that are rich in protein. B, prioritize foods that are, like complex carbs. So like your sweet potatoes, your brown rices, your quinoa and all that. It just makes it easier because there's less calories as well, but it makes you feel fuller. Okay. That's what I've realised. And then you want to have your healthy fats. So like, your olive oils, your avocados, the fat from fish, the fat from meat. Those sort of things help you feel full. So you realise that as someone who's overweight, trying to lose weight, you don't actually need to eat you can eat a small amount, but feel very full if you eat the right foods. Because if you eat your protein, you're going to feel more satiated. If you eat the right carbs, you're going to feel more satiated. If you eat the right amount of healthy fats, you're going to feel satiated, and you're going to have energy. So that's going to help you in the gym, your workouts. It's going to help you with your recovery. It's going to help you with your sleep. It's going to help with your mood. It's going to help with your general movement, which will just all together come together and help you lose fat.
I have a question. You just mentioned sleep, right? Do you think your diet affects your sleep?
Oh, significantly.
Do you know why? Oh, guys, I've got a confession to make here. Let me even put my cup down. So, guys, as the day we record this, I went to Manchester last week, yeah. This is even probably why I don't even have a man. Let me just tell you what happened, right? So I went to Manchester with my really, really good friend. Like, she's my close friend. She's someone that we've been friends since year 9, guys. Yeah, she's my dog. Many trips together. She knows me. Yeah. So the first night we went away to Manchester, yeah, I wake up and I'm like, where the hell is this? Where's this girl?
She's gone, yeah. She's
gone and slept somewhere else. And I was just like, are you okay? Like, what happened? So I was thinking, what happened in the night? And then she went, Nick, like, you snore. And I went, what? This is so not cute. Any person that's had a crush on me has just clicked X off of YouTube right now. And I went, what? And then I literally just started apologizing. I was like, I'm so sorry. She was like, no, I'm not upset with you, but she was like, Nick, it was pretty loud. So this was on a Saturday morning we woke up. So last Saturday, came back to London Sunday evening. I was in bed and I went, oh my God, like a light bulb went off. I'm going to download one of those sleep apps, right? So I've been tracking my sleep since Sunday night. Guys.
Speak of it. Speak, yeah.
I could cry.
Yeah, speak.
Do you actually want me to play it? Actually, no, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it. So I went to see my sister and my mum like a couple of days ago, and I told them what happened. And my sister, I can't lie, my sister was just like, she was just looking at me like, just look at you. Yeah, I played it for them. Yeah. And even my mum was like, nah, that's bad. Yeah. She was like, no, this is terrible. Yeah. And then the reason why I'm connecting it to diet is because, so when you're setting up the app at night, right, it tells you to, like, if there are any factors for the app to consider. So whether you've had a heavy meal, your weight, when you're setting up the app, it talks to you about your weight. And before you sleep, it asks you, did you eat a heavy meal? You ate late? A lot of diet related questions like that you can just add, so it just factors in the type of sleep that you're having as it's recording you. And then I was just like, oh, like as you just said that, it just literally struck in my mind, because I'm just thinking that the app is just trying to know too much of my business as to the way I'm falling asleep or what time I'm falling asleep. That's just what I connected it to. But then when you just mentioned sleep, I went, oh shit, this is what my life has been like the last week, you know? So how, like, to you, how bad does can diet affect that?
So diet, for me, when I was really bulky, I was like essentially fat. I was snoring like a beast, like an absolute beast. I had my friends tell me about it. Yeah, a beast. My friends were telling me about it. It was very, very bad. I've always realised that if I drank a bit and ate a lot, that's why I didn't really eat very well, my sleep would be a bit weird, and with that, snoring would happen. Because I was snoring a lot when I went to the Euros in Germany last year. Okay. My friends reported it to me. I was like, why would that be? And then I realised, I was drinking quite a bit. I was drinking quite a lot then.
My app asked me about that as well. Before you sleep, did you have alcohol? I didn't know that.
Because the thing is as well, I'm not sure if the alcohol itself made me snore, but I know it definitely disrupted my sleep in the sense that I only slept for like 5 hours, 6 hours. And on top of that, I was snoring a lot, but I know for a fact I don't really snore today. Like, I might snore a little bit, 'cause I know if I lay on my back, I have a little snore. Yeah. But it's not like a... It's more like a silent one. Yeah. So it's something where your diet really affects your sleep, and your sleep affects your recovery, and your recovery dictates how your next workout will go, and how your next workout will go will dictate if you're going to build or generate muscle building, build the muscle, and then that would dictate whether you look well.
You're teaching me so much.
I know.
I'm really taking a lot in.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot to consider, but diet is so important.
There is so much to consider. Okay. Anyway, I'm just really thinking about my life. Guys, so you mentioned the Euros. You do a lot of influencer stuff because you're an influencer that is influencing. So guys, let me tell you how I first even noticed who you are. It worked because I will talk about when we met, yeah? So one day, like, I'm just scrolling through my TikTok, right? And then the caption of the video, before the video started, you know sometimes how TikTok needs to load? The caption was, I met the black John Cena. And I was like, if you lot don't stop this foolishness immediately, yeah? And then John Cena's theme music hits, right? And then, yo, all I see is a black guy, very bulky, in the John Cena type suit. I think a guy came up to you with a mic in the video. And then I was like, oh my God, wait.
Yeah.
I was like, where is this guy from? And then even when I learned you're British, I said, how have I never run into you? Like, where is this guy from? And then a couple of weeks ago, I went to my first wrestling PLE event. It was WWE Monday Night Raw at the O2. And then we're just outside doing some content. And oh God, by the way, guys, it was so nice for people to come up to me to do content for once. It was, oh God, big up Miles and his platform. He does amazing stuff, right? And Skillet as well. If it wasn't for Skillet, I would not have been there at all. And then all I see is a guy in a suit holding the World Heavyweight title. Yep. I was like, I went to Skillet. Oh my God, that's the black John Cena.
Skillet's my guy.
Yeah, no, I love Skillet. Do you know, he was even supposed to, I was going to bring him here this weekend actually, but he can't make it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, do you know what I thought? I went, oh my God, you're real.
You're real, yep.
When I first met you, I was like, oh my God, you're real. And the thing is, when I met you, you were so nice. You were just so gracious. And I said, I knew like at some point soon, I said, I have to talk to you again because we just spoke very briefly, didn't we? Yeah. And then I asked for a picture. Yeah. I was like, I can't wait to post this picture on Instagram. But then, okay, so this black John Cena thing, please tell me, let's talk about the birth of this. How did this come?
I'll never forget the story actually. So forget the viral picture I'll get into.
Yeah.
I was first called John Cena in 2012, right? I was like in year 9.
Okay.
I'll never forget this. There was just like, I went to a school in Campbell, Sacred Heart in Campbell, right? And there was a sweet white girl. Her name was, because she was innocent, she was so innocent. So she was like so sweet. And it's like, she's like, Brendan? I was like, right. She's like, I don't know if anyone's told you, but you look like John Cena.
Screaming.
I'm like, oh, this girl doesn't know who this guy is, does she? Yeah. Because A, she's not a wrestling fan, and B, I was like, baby, John Cena's white.
Yeah.
Do you know who, like, do you know who he is? Because I was so like, that's never been told to me before, right? She said, yeah, no, he's a wrestler. You don't like him. So she started asking friends around. I remember this is a math class. Asking friends around. I remember this very, very well. I can tell you where I was sitting in the class as well. and she was asking guys in the round, and they were like, oh, you do look like John Cena. So it was a running joke from like 2012 all the way up, right? Where always with my friends or friends of friends, they'll always ask, does Brendan look like someone? Does he look like John Cena? And they'll never really compute it because they'll be like, well, he's white, you're black. That'll never really come up in their mind. But then they'll be like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's what they always say. So it's a thing where for years I was just running, even just before the pandemic, I had a few people telling me. I never forget, I was telling this guy, his name was called Manny, he was one of my good guys. When I first got to know him proper, and he was in the gym, he was in the Pure Gym. He was holding 250 kg dumbbells, right? Big guy. And
that is crazy, by the way. 250 kg dumbbells.
Very strong guy.
Yeah.
And just like, we were just talking, right? And I asked him randomly, I was like, do you think I look... he came to me, sorry. He said, Brendan, you look like someone, but I can't figure out who it is. And at this time, I already know people told me like I look like John Cena.
Did you say it?
Yeah, I was like, it's John Cena. It's John Cena. And he dropped his face, he's like, that's who it is. He was screaming the whole gym down. Like, this is like in 2018. He's like, you look like John Cena, you look like John Cena, right? It's cool. I knew that I looked like John Cena. That was always a given, right? So 2020, like 3-4 years ago now, my friend's birthday party or my friend's birthday outing. Go out, I think it's his 23rd birthday, right? Go out and we have a good meal. And we all have a selfie, take a selfie, go about my day, right? But then I posted on my Twitter, I had like maybe 800 followers. And I posted, but I was like, I don't want to post them. So I cut them all out the photo. Because I wanted to like save them and I didn't want to like, put their face out on the internet. Yeah. Which is why the caption of the photo says, I cropped all my friends out, but I don't care. Something. I forgot the.
You see, if that was a group of women now.
Someone's
a snake.
Oh,
sorry, I just wanted to add that in. Someone's a snake.
There were 2 girls in the photo as well. And they got into me for that. But I was like, hey, girl, man, listen, I didn't want I did it for you guys. I did it for you guys. But posted a photo. It got like for me 80 likes. So I think I got 100 likes.
Okay.
That was a lot. Me back then. I was like, oh, it's a good photo. I must look good in it, right? Cool. Then I was like, I remember posting it on the 6th of August, right? I remember this very well because then I had a shift on the gym the day after. Nothing really happened of it, but then 12 p.m. came, and the tweet just started getting a lot of likes. I was like, oh, it's going viral. It's like, to me, it got 500 likes. Like, oh, that's big.
A viral moment.
Like, that's a viral moment. Like, oh, people must think I'm attractive or something. I was like, okay. Like, I was just feeling myself at that rate. So it got to a point where, what was it? It got to a point where, what is it? 500 likes and then turns to 1K likes, right? And then people are like, oh, the photos are starting to get some traction now. Then, our Truth posted a photo.
No, he didn't.
If it wasn't, I say this to the camera now, if it was not for our Truth, I wouldn't be where I am today. People don't know this.
Are you joking?
All my life.
I do not know this
People
at all.
Don't know this part of the law. I feel like only I know about this part of the law, but our Truth posted the photo, because I was seeing how the interaction was going, right? Our Truth posted the photo and said, no, I'm the black John Cena. I'm the only one, right? And I know for a fact he showed John Cena in the locker room. I know for a fact, because then I go to sleep in that day, my friend wakes me up, like one of my old friends, he calls me, and he says, bro, John Cena's posting you on his Instagram.
Okay,
and I'm like,
no.
I'm like, okay, you don't watch wrestling.
So what are you talking about?
Like, I'm thinking, okay, it's a fan page, because at this rate, people are talking about the whole black John Cena thing.
Yeah.
Then, he's like, no, bro, go on his Instagram. I saw the photo, I said, oh, that's actually John Cena's page. So I said, John Cena, recognized who I was. Then, obviously, a lot happened from that point, but because of the pandemic, I couldn't meet him. I couldn't travel over to the States. So I still haven't met him to this day. But
and here's the thing, you see, as he's on this retirement tour, you definitely will. And I hope you do, because the one thing about John Cena, I don't follow him. But the reason why is because you can't see him. And that really pisses me off. Like, he takes it bare literally. Like he takes it literally. But yeah, like, I really hope you do, because guys, he's got the John Cena suit. You got the John Cena suit. And then I was like, even when I saw you, I was like, oh my God, he's like, I said to Skillet, he's real. Like, you look like you at the end of the day, right? And I even wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the term Black John Cena? How do you feel about it?
It's funny because it's something that I've always been told, so I've come accustomed to it, but because I'm my own man as Brendan Cobbina, it's a thing where it's like, I lean into it.
Okay.
It's quite, it's not who I am, because I'm my own person now. That's why when it happened initially, I didn't really want to lean in too much into just being Black John Cena, because I felt like if I did, I would probably get the viral moment of meeting him, then it's done. So let me be myself. Let me show people who I am. I felt like my friends were saying, oh, like, you want to do this, you want to get the views. I'm like, let me be me. I said I had faith that me being me, as a Black John Cena, I can become myself more, I can show people who I am more, and people actually become interested in myself and the whole Black John Cena stuff. And it worked out very well in the end, and it's still working out very, very well. So I'm happy I made that choice. But I feel fine with it. It's completely fine. It's something where people meet me, and like random strangers will meet me and they'll call me Brendan. They'll call me Brendan, and they'll call me Brendan Black Cena. It's like a nickname. and I'll take it. As long as I'm not just that.
Do you know what's funny? My brother-in-law, because I just went to go see my family before I came here, and my brother-in-law is a huge wrestling fan, right? And then he was like, where you going? I was like, I'm going to the studio. And he was like, oh, so who have you got today? And I said, Brendan Cobbina. And then he was like, okay. And I was like, you know the guy they called the Black John Cena? He went, really? Like, when I said that, he literally went like, what? Even my sister was like, wait, so how did you get him to come? Like, and my sister does not, my sister don't care for wrestling at all. Yeah. My sister's complete opposite of me, like complete opposite. Like, we don't really actually have the same interests.
Yeah.
So even for her, she was like, wait, so how did you get, like, you know?
He's
so
real,
yeah. So imagine, I said your name, but then when I said it that way, it's like, oh, like that guy, you know? Do you ever get that?
Yeah, it's a thing where people know me as Black John Cena.
Yeah.
I feel like unless you know my page very well,
right,
you'll know me as Brendan Cobbina. But then most times, people know me as Black John Cena.
Yeah.
And that's fine because, in all fairness, my name's out there.
Yeah.
It gets publicity. It is good publicity. It's fun. It's something I've been told for like the past 13 years.
Yeah, because you really be doing up the influencer thing. Like, you are everywhere doing what you need to do. That's how I see it. The football stuff, the wrestling stuff, the gym stuff, but the gym stuff is really just what you do.
Yeah, it's what I do.
Yeah, it's what you do. But then all of it is part of your package, if you will, right? You see, we talked about the legs being part of the package, you know. Yeah. it's part of your package.
Package.
Hey.
Package.
What's going on?
What happened there?
It's the Buzzball. I'm definitely going to edit that out. But anyway, it's part of your package. But do you, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy influencing?
I really enjoy it. I feel like I've tried to do the whole 9 to 5 thing. It's never really worked out for me. And influencing, I feel like it allows me to tap into my true potential of creativity. Because I feel like I lacked creativity because I lacked confidence as a kid. So growing up, I didn't really have much confidence, and I felt because I didn't have much confidence, I wasn't able to bring out that creative side of me. So now I grew older, I grew more confident, I became more appreciative of myself. I was able to tap into that creative side of me, and influence allowed me to do that. And by doing that, I'm enjoying myself more and more. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And I couldn't be grateful. I'm very lucky to be in this position. So with that, I carry on and do what I can and continue the creativity that I have to just see what more I can do.
That is a beautiful response, by the way.
Thank you.
A beautiful response, because being able to reflect and be like, listen, I was there, but this is what I'm doing now. Very, like, you captured it beautifully. And I hope, I'm going to clip that too. But yeah, I hope somebody listens to that and feels motivated, because I think for men and women it's very different, because especially when you put yourself out there, especially the label of influencer, I think people expect a lot from you in terms of, like, what you post, your life, you know, because of course, bodybuilding and being healthy is a lifestyle. It's not just for the gram. It's what you do, right? And I just think that a lot of people might need that motivation a little bit, because sometimes you see some of the things that we say, it may not even be for people who are trying to be in our fields, whatever the field is. It could just be the one thing that they needed to hear. Yeah. To give them a kick up the arse. Like,
I hope it does. I feel a lot of people will come up to me personally, say that my page either makes them laugh or they appreciate the motivation that I give them. Yeah. That's what I really care about, really. If you can come to my page and feel better.
And you give that, especially, do you know what kills me in your stories? Oh my God. Is when you take pictures of your food, and your feet. I love it. So you do that on purpose?
Of course.
Because I'm like, you know, like, when I noticed it, like, the third time, I'm like, why are you always standing like this? Guys, he literally puts his feet out like a penguin, like, just out, like.
And the thing is as well, what kills me is that, like, everyone's like, the first time I remember posting it with the caption, do you understand? People are like, what are you talking about? Because even I'm thinking, what am I talking about myself, right? But I'm just doing it anyways, right? And I wanted to show that I'm a big guy, but I'm flexible enough to do that. That's what I was literally just flexing, and then it became a thing where people were just like, what's that with the feet? Yeah. And I was like, this is really funny. So I just started trolling people. I was just like, at one point I started doing it inwards as well, because I started doing that. And it looks like I got like
I promise you, you're gonna be one of those people. If I ever see you doing it inwardly, whoa, I can't speak English today, and I don't know what's happening. Guys, it's been a hot day.
It's a hot day.
It's been a hot day, guys. Brain cells losing. Anyway, if I ever see you doing it inward, okay, I'm not gonna say
inwardly,
the word.
I got you.
Inwardly, that's when you start exiting people's stories.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna exit your story.
Too far.
I won't even comment. I won't even send the laugh.
Yeah, you won't send that laugh.
I'm not gonna comment nothing. I'm just gonna be like, do you know what? Now you just do too much. Yeah. Because also you put shit on everything.
Everything.
You put shit on.
I love shit.
I can't remember what. Oh my God, you see, I could eat a jar of shit. I'm not even joking.
I buy it every 2 weeks.
Are you joking?
I have a big tub as well.
do you know, I had to stop buying it, you know, because at one point it was getting too much.
Of course.
But then when I have shito in my house, I've either had two things like to eat.
Yeah.
KENKEY or jollof.
That's the first.
You need shito on jollof. I don't care what anyone says.
It's good.
Do you know what I like? I make jollof, I make chicken, right? And I have coleslaw with jollof.
Ooh.
And mixing it. And I mix it together. Oh my God.
That's
Listen,
so
if you're not Ghanaian, you don't know what shito is. Oh God, you don't get it.
That's so good.
You do not get it. Like, if I go and eat at a Ghanaian restaurant and if they ever dare bring me that small dollop of shito, I'm like, you lot are just trying to insult me. Bring
Respect
the
me.
full thing.
Please.
I can take the heat. Like, when I go Kate's Cafe, guys, shout out Kate's Cafe. I love Kate's Cafe. It's my locals in Plasto. They do actually quite a decent serving. If you have like fried yam, fried plantain, chofi, guys, it's been open for years, okay? I've been going there for years. Oh, I made chofi not too long ago. For the first time, I've never made chofi. I like it when like my aunties make it or like my stepmom makes it.
Yeah.
But then, listen, I made it. Oh my God, it slapped.
So good.
Here's the thing. It was so good, yeah. I was like, yeah, I can't cook this regularly.
Yeah.
Because if I do...
it's over.
Because I'm one of those people, yeah, if I like something, I like it so much. And I was listening to the Receipts podcast maybe yesterday, and Tolly T was like, one thing she hates is people that like something so much. And that just regulated me. She was like, I hate it so much. So I bear her voice in mind moving forward. If I know I'm liking, because I'm that person, if I like something so much, I will buy like 6 of it. Yeah. And I would have it.
Yep. I'm that.
Yeah, I have such like this indulgent personality. Sometimes it's a bit much. But I'm learning, guys. I'm growing. Please, I'm just a child of God.
Amen.
I don't know where. I can't remember what I was talking about. But we started talking about shito and chofi.
My crazy foods.
Your crazy foods, yeah. Because you add shito on everything.
Put on eggs. I put on chicken.
Let's not even talk about egg before they start coming for us and saying that Ghanaians all we eat is egg.
Unfortunately, I'm probably the epitome of Ghanaians and eggs because
You
haven't seen how bad my egg is.
No, I need someone to beat my sister. Actually, you might just beat her because Melanie, sorry Mel, I'm gonna cut this out. She won't appreciate me doing it.
How much did you have? I want to hear this.
Okay, maybe not a lot, but she likes egg with everything. She doesn't have like...
Oh, okay, but she has...
she wouldn't boil like 4 eggs, but then she'll have like Indomie and put egg. Melanie loves yam.
What's wrong with that?
Maybe I just don't like the combination. I'm not...
It's weird, but...
I just don't like the combination. And I don't actually have Indomie. I'm a bold that girl.
Fairs.
Yeah, I'm a bold that girl, not Indomie girl. Yeah. And like, if she loves yam... My sister loves yam. No one can tell me nothing. No one likes yam more than my sister.
Fried or boiled?
Boiled. I'm fried. She's boiled.
See.
Yeah. We're both and both. And like, because she doesn't really like fried. She don't mind it, but I'm fried. She's boiled. Yeah. But you probably have like 12 eggs on stuff, don't you?
Yep. Literally. That's not a saturation.
Ghanaians will never beat these allegations, yeah.
I will continue these allegations myself.
The last time, like when I went to Ghana, yeah, and there were, it's been a while since I've been to Ghana, and when they were selling the eggs by the roadside, I was like, you lot need to stop.
Yep.
And they won't.
They won't?
They won't, not at all.
I was in Ghana a year and a half ago. I went to Kumasi. I was in Kumasi, my family from Kumasi.
Okay.
And obviously Ghana's like, money-wise, currency-wise, cheap compared from the UK. I went to get some eggs. I saw the market, they had some eggs, right? I forgot how many CDs they said, right? But for like a crate of like 6, they said like, I think they said to me for a crate of 10 in the market, it was 30 CDs.
What?
Or like 30, 40 CDs or something like that.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I heard that price, I got 60.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
It's nothing. It's
yeah.
Like £2 or something. I got 60 of them.
Okay, now you're doing too much.
I was only there for 4 days. But I said 60 eggs for like £2-3 in my home country. Of course. And I had a great time. I had a great time with it.
I'm sure you did.
I did. I didn't.
Sorry.
I didn't. I love eggs so much.
Can I just kill the party? I'm not a boiled egg girl at all.
That's fine.
Like, if I have eggs in my house, like right now, I bought eggs the other day just so that I can make pancakes, and I didn't even make the damn pancake. It's because I had a bit of like a sweet craving, and then by the time, I'm one of those people, my eyes are too big for my belly, and then I was like, oh, instead of me going to buy a dessert, I'll just make it myself. It's been 2 weeks, I didn't even do it. Yeah.
It's crazy. So they just went to waste.
It's just sitting there.
It's there.
I'll make it this weekend. I don't want it to go to waste because, listen, eggs are expensive.
And they're not cheap.
Everything's expensive.
Exactly.
So, Brendan, if people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can just find me on my socials, Brendan Cobbina, basically everything other than my Twitter or X, which is I am Cobbina. Instagram, TikTok, hell, even YouTube, Twitch. And yeah, I'm on pretty much every platform you can think of. Everything, just tap in Brendan Cobbina, you'll see it. Even on Twitter, it will come up with the name and all of that. So I'm out there.
Amazing. So he is. He's out there. Right, guys, we have to wrap up, but again, another great episode.
Thank you.
I can't lie, my episodes recently, for a platform I'm still building, guys, let me just big myself up. My episodes have been banging. Thank you.
Yeah,
if I do say so myself.
Someone's got to.
Yeah. So, someone's got to do it, right? The episodes have been coming, and I feel like I've been given with my guests as well. So, if you guys don't follow me on socials, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, please, I want subscribers. I'm trying to hit a certain goal for my birthday. I don't know if I'll hit it yet, but we can try, right? SoNicky on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my personal page is SoNicky_. For the show is SoNicky Podcast. That's a lot of SoNickys, but you search it, you find it, you follow it, and I hope you're happy, okay? I just want to say thank you for tuning in. People who are listening, you're downloading episodes as well. All the support I've received so far, I never want to forget to say thank you, because I don't think we talk about our small wins enough, because for somebody, this will be something big. For someone else, it will be something small. For me, I just appreciate it all the way around. And I'm going to go because I can't speak today. So, guys, until next time, take care, stay blessed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.